Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about love and relationships, we often get caught up in the romance, the passion, the fireworks. And don't get me wrong, those are wonderful. But let me tell you something. Without the essentials, respect, trust, and communication, those fireworks burn out faster than a sparkler on the 4th of July. I want you to think about the word zip. A zipper does two things. It holds things together and keeps things secure. That's what we're talking about here. Holding your love together and securing it from everything out there trying to tear it apart. First, let's start with respect. Respect is not optional. It's the price of admission to a healthy relationship. You've got to respect your partner's dreams, their struggles, and their individuality. If you can't do that, my friends, you've got a problem bigger than love can solve. Next, communication. The big one. You see, people think love is about finishing each other's sentences. No, love is about listening to sentences you don't even want to hear. It's about hearing not just the words, but the feelings behind them. Now, here's where it gets real. Privacy. Not everything belongs on social media, folks. The world doesn't need to know every detail of your love story. Protect your relationship like you'd protect your home. Don't leave the doors wide open for everyone to walk in. And let's talk about trust. Trust isn't about hoping someone won't break your heart. Trust is about believing they won't and giving them the space to prove it every single day. But remember, trust is fragile. Once broken, it's tough to rebuild. So handle it with care. We live in a world where everyone's racing, rushing, multitasking. But love doesn't work like that. It's not about how many text messages you send or how many photos you post. It's about the quiet, meaningful moments, the ones that don't make it to Instagram, but stay locked in your hearts. And finally, boundaries. Let me tell you something. Boundaries are not barriers. They're bridges. They let you love fully without losing yourself. They give you the space to grow while staying connected. So, you want to stay connected? Find boundaries, bridges. So zip your love. Hold it tight. Keep it secure. Because when you nurture it, when you protect it, that's when love becomes unstoppable. Now, I want to talk about this in detail. Respect is the cornerstone upon which every meaningful and lasting relationship is built. Without respect, even the strongest love can crumble, and the deepest connections can wither. It's more than just a feeling. Respect is an active, ongoing choice that underpins how we treat, perceive, and value one another. To truly understand its importance in relationships, we must explore what respect looks like, why it's essential, and how it can be cultivated and maintained. At its core, respect in a relationship means recognizing and honoring your partner's individuality. Each person brings their own unique set of experiences, values, dreams, and aspirations to a partnership. Respect means appreciating these differences and embracing them, rather than trying to mold your partner into someone they are not. This includes respecting their opinions, even when they differ from yours, and acknowledging their right to make choices that align with their values. Respect also means valuing your partner as an equal. A healthy relationship is not a hierarchy, it's a partnership. Neither person should feel superior or inferior. This sense of equality fosters a dynamic where both individuals feel heard, valued, and empowered. When respect is mutual, decision-making becomes collaborative, and both partners can contribute meaningfully to the growth of the relationship. One of the clearest expressions of respect is how we communicate with one another. Respectful communication involves speaking and listening with kindness, patience, and empathy. It means avoiding harsh words, insults, or condescension, even in moments of disagreement. Constructive dialogue, rather than destructive criticism, builds bridges instead of walls. Importantly, respectful communication also includes nonverbal cues like body language and tone of voice, which often speak louder than words. Boundaries are another essential aspect of respect. Healthy boundaries allow each person to maintain their sense of self within the relationship. Respect means not overstepping these boundaries and giving your partner the space they need to thrive as an individual. This could involve respecting their need for personal time, their career goals, or their friendships outside the relationship. Boundaries aren't limitations, They're safeguards that allow love to flourish without suffocation. Respect is also about actions, not just words. It's demonstrated through consistent behavior that shows care and consideration. For instance, keeping promises, showing up when you say you will, and being reliable are all ways to show respect. When a partner knows they can count on you, it reinforces their sense of security and trust in the relationship. Cultivating respect takes effort and mindfulness. It requires self-awareness, as respecting another person begins with respecting yourself. When you hold yourself to high standards of integrity and kindness, it becomes natural to extend those values to your partner. Additionally, practicing gratitude, actively appreciating your partner's qualities and efforts, can deepen the respect you feel for them. Ultimately, respect is the foundation that supports all other aspects of a healthy relationship, including trust, love, and communication. Without it, these elements cannot fully develop. But when respect is present, it creates a safe and nurturing environment where both partners can thrive together, building a bond that stands the test of time. Communication is often referred to as the lifeblood of relationships, and rightly so. It is the bridge that connects two individuals, allowing them to share their thoughts, feelings, dreams, and fears. Without effective communication, even the most promising relationships can falter. It is not just about speaking. It is about understanding, listening, and engaging in a way that strengthens the connection between two people. Let's delve into why communication is essential, what it looks like in practice, and how it can be improved to foster deeper, more meaningful relationships. At its essence, communication is the tool through which we express ourselves and understand others. In relationships, it plays a dual role. First, it allows you to convey your own needs, desires, and boundaries. Second, it helps you understand your partner's perspective, ensuring their feelings and experiences are acknowledged and respected. When communication is clear and open, it becomes the foundation for mutual understanding and trust. One of the critical aspects of effective communication is active listening. Too often, people listen to respond rather than to understand. Active listening requires fully focusing on what the other person is saying, without interrupting or formulating your reply mid-conversation. It involves maintaining eye contact, showing empathy, and validating your partner's emotions. For example, instead of dismissing their concerns, you might say, "I understand why you feel that way," which shows you value their perspective. Honesty is another cornerstone of healthy communication. Being open about your feelings and thoughts, even when they are difficult to share, builds trust and intimacy. Honesty doesn't mean being blunt or hurtful. It means expressing yourself in a kind and constructive way. For instance, rather than saying, "You never listen to me," you could say, "I feel unheard sometimes, and I'd like us to work on that together." This approach fosters collaboration rather than conflict. Nonverbal communication also plays a significant role in relationships. Your body language, tone of voice, and even your facial expressions convey messages just as much as your words do. A gentle touch on the shoulder, a warm smile, or a comforting hug can often say more than 1,000 words. On the flip side, crossing your arms, avoiding eye contact, or speaking in a harsh tone can unintentionally communicate distance or hostility. Effective communication also involves resolving conflicts in a healthy manner. Disagreements are inevitable in any relationship, but how you handle them determines their impact. Avoiding blame, focusing on solutions, and maintaining a calm demeanor are all essential. Phrases like "I feel" instead of "you always" can help shift the conversation from accusatory to collaborative. Improving communication requires practice and patience. Start by making time for meaningful conversations, free from distractions like phones or television. Check in with your partner regularly to discuss not just daily events, but also deeper topics like goals, fears, and aspirations. Reflect on your own communication habits and be willing to make adjustments. Ultimately, communication is not just a skill, it is an ongoing process that evolves with the relationship. It requires commitment, vulnerability, and a willingness to learn and grow together. When nurtured, it becomes the thread that weaves the fabric of a relationship, creating a bond that is resilient, understanding, and deeply fulfilling. In today's world where social media and constant connectivity dominate our lives, the lines between public and private often blur. While it may feel natural to share aspects of your relationship with friends, family, or an online audience, maintaining a sense of privacy is crucial to preserving the sanctity and strength of your bond. Guarding your relationship's privacy isn't about secrecy. It's about respect, boundaries, and creating a safe space for both partners to grow together without undue external influence. At its core, privacy in a relationship means understanding that some aspects of your connection are sacred and should remain between the two of you. These private moments and shared experiences form the foundation of trust and intimacy. For example, the personal challenges you face together, your vulnerabilities, or the small, tender gestures of affection may lose their significance when exposed to an audience. Privacy allows you to cherish these moments without external validation or judgment. One of the primary reasons to guard your relationship's privacy is to shield it from outside interference. Every relationship has its ups and downs, and sharing too much, whether it's conflicts, insecurities, or intimate details, can invite opinions or advice that may not be constructive. Friends and family may have good intentions, but their perspectives are shaped by their own biases and experiences. For example, they may be triggered by the ups and downs of your relationships, and in talking about it frequently, you may deepen your interactions and try to withstand temptations to wallow in the past. Allowing too many voices into your relationship can lead to confusion, unnecessary conflicts, or even erosion of trust between partners. Another aspect of privacy is setting clear boundaries regarding what you choose to share online. In an era where couples often post every milestone or intimate detail on social media, it's important to ask yourself, are you sharing for connection or are you seeking approval? Oversharing can sometimes turn your relationship into a spectacle, where its value is measured by likes, comments, or followers. It can also lead to misunderstandings or misinterpretations that don't reflect the true nature of your bond. Protecting your relationship means being mindful of what you post and ensuring it aligns with your shared comfort levels. Privacy also plays a crucial role in building and maintaining trust. When both partners feel that their personal lives are respected and protected, they are more likely to open up and share their thoughts and feelings. This sense of security fosters deeper emotional intimacy and reinforces the idea that your relationship is a safe haven. Conversely, breaching this trust, whether by sharing private details without consent or involving others in personal conflicts, can create feelings of betrayal and resentment. However, guarding your relationship's privacy does not mean isolating yourselves or avoiding support when it's genuinely needed. Healthy relationships strike a balance. It's okay to seek advice or share experiences when appropriate, but always with intention and discretion. The goal is to foster an environment where both partners feel respected, valued, and free to be themselves without external pressures. In practice, guarding your privacy involves open communication and mutual agreement on boundaries. Discuss what you're comfortable sharing with others, whether it's about personal struggles, future plans, or daily interactions. Respect these boundaries consistently and make adjustments as your relationship evolves. Ultimately, protecting the privacy of your relationship is an act of love and respect. It allows you to build a bond that is grounded in authenticity and mutual trust, free from external noise and distractions. By keeping your relationship sacred, you create a space where love can thrive and grow, untouched by the influence of the outside world. Trust is the cornerstone of any strong and lasting relationship. It is the invisible thread that holds two people together, fostering safety, openness, and emotional intimacy. Without trust, love struggles to flourish, and the foundation of a relationship becomes shaky. Trust isn't just given, it is earned, nurtured, and maintained over time through consistent actions, honesty, and mutual respect. Let's explore why trust is so essential, how it can be cultivated, and ways to rebuild it when it's been compromised. At its core, trust allows individuals to feel secure within a relationship. It provides the confidence that your partner has your back, respects your boundaries, and acts with your best interests in mind. This security enables both partners to be vulnerable, share their fears, and express their true selves without fear of judgment or betrayal. For example, when you trust your partner, you feel comfortable discussing personal dreams or insecurities, knowing that they will listen, support, and cherish your openness. Building trust begins with honesty. Honesty is more than just telling the truth. It's about being transparent and authentic in your words and actions, sharing your feelings, admitting mistakes, and being forthcoming about your intentions demonstrate integrity and reliability. This kind of openness fosters a sense of stability, showing your partner that they can rely on you, even in challenging situations. Over time, consistent honesty lays the groundwork for trust to deepen. Reliability is another key component of trust. When you make promises or commitments, keeping them reinforces your partner's belief that you are dependable. Whether it's showing up on time, following through on your word, or being there in times of need, reliability builds confidence in your partner's ability to count on you. Even small actions, like remembering important dates or supporting their goals, signal your dedication to the relationship. Communication also plays a vital role in cultivating trust. Open, respectful conversations help clarify expectations, address misunderstandings, and resolve conflicts in a constructive manner. For example, if an issue arises, discussing it calmly rather than avoiding it demonstrates that you value the relationship and are willing to work through challenges together. Listening with empathy and validating your partner's feelings further strengthens the bond of trust. However, trust is fragile, and once broken, it can be difficult to rebuild. When trust is compromised, whether through dishonesty, betrayal, or unmet expectations, both partners must be willing to work together to repair it. Rebuilding trust requires accountability, genuine remorse, and a commitment to change. The partner who has broken the trust must be patient and consistent in their efforts to regain it, while the other must be open to forgiveness and rebuilding the connection gradually. Maintaining trust also involves respecting boundaries. Every individual has their own needs and limits, and honoring these demonstrates respect and consideration. Whether it's giving your partner space, valuing their privacy, or supporting their independence, respecting boundaries reinforces the idea that trust is mutual. In a healthy relationship, trust is not static. It evolves and deepens over time as partners navigate life's ups and downs together. It is built on a foundation of integrity, communication, and respect, and it requires continuous effort to maintain. Ultimately, trust is the bedrock upon which love grows, creating a bond that is resilient, fulfilling, and unshakable. By valuing and nurturing trust, you create a relationship where both partners feel safe, valued, and truly connected. In relationships, the value of time spent together often outweighs the quantity of it. Quality over quantity means that the depth and meaning of your interactions matter more than how often you're physically present or how long you spend together. It's about creating moments of genuine connection, understanding, and love, rather than merely coexisting. This principle is vital because it helps strengthen the bond between partners, even when life's demands make constant interaction challenging. Let's explore why quality matters, how it impacts relationships, and how to create meaningful moments that truly count. At its heart, quality over quantity emphasizes intentionality. It's not about how much time you spend with your partner, but how you spend it. For example, sitting in the same room scrolling through phones doesn't foster connection, even if you're physically together. On the other hand, spending a focused hour sharing your thoughts, discussing your day, or simply enjoying each other's company can leave a lasting impression and deepen your bond. It's the emotional connection during these moments that strengthens your relationship. In today's fast-paced world, where responsibilities like work, family, and personal goals often compete for attention, finding time for your partner can feel challenging. This is where prioritizing quality time becomes essential. Even if your schedules are hectic, carving out intentional moments to focus on each other communicates that the relationship is a priority. If you're ever looking for a better night's rest, let me introduce you to these moments don't need to be grand or elaborate. Sometimes a quiet walk, a heartfelt conversation over coffee, or even cooking a meal together can create meaningful memories. One of the keys to making time together meaningful is to be fully present. This means setting aside distractions such as phones, television, or work, and giving your partner your undivided attention. When you actively listen, maintain eye contact, and show genuine interest in what your partner is saying or feeling, you foster a sense of closeness and validation. Being present also means tuning into nonverbal cues like body language and emotions, ensuring that your partner feels seen, heard, and valued. Quality time also nurtures emotional intimacy, which is the foundation of a strong relationship. It allows partners to connect on a deeper level, share their vulnerabilities, and strengthen their trust in each other. For example, discussing dreams, fears, and aspirations during meaningful conversations can bring partners closer by fostering understanding and empathy. Similarly, engaging in shared activities or hobbies can help you bond over common interests and create joyful experiences together. On the flip side, prioritizing quantity over quality can lead to emotional distance, even if you're constantly around each other. When interactions lack depth or meaning, partners may feel unfulfilled or disconnected. This is why it's essential to focus on the substance of your time together rather than just the frequency of your interactions. To incorporate quality time into your relationship, start by identifying activities that both partners enjoy and make an effort to plan them regularly. Schedule date nights, engage in meaningful conversations, or simply share quiet moments together without external distractions. Most importantly, ensure that these interactions are centered on connection, appreciation, and mutual enjoyment. Ultimately, relationships thrive not on the amount of time spent together, but on the richness of the moments shared. By focusing on quality over quantity, you cultivate a relationship where both partners feel valued, supported, and deeply connected, no matter how busy life gets. These moments of genuine connection become the foundation of a love that endures and grows stronger with time. In any healthy relationship, boundaries are essential. While the term boundaries might sound like a restriction or limitation, it's quite the opposite. Boundaries are a tool for building bridges. They create space for individuality, mutual respect, and deeper connection within a partnership. By defining personal limits and respecting those of your partner, you foster an environment where love and understanding can thrive. But boundaries don't divide a relationship, they strengthen it by ensuring that both partners feel valued, secure, and free to be themselves. At its core, a boundary is a line that defines where one person ends and the other begins. It reflects your needs, values, and personal comfort levels, and it helps you maintain a sense of identity while in a relationship. For example, you might set boundaries around personal time, hobbies, or communication styles. These boundaries are not about keeping your partner at a distance, but about maintaining the integrity of who you are as an individual. When both partners establish and honor boundaries, it creates a balanced relationship where both people feel respected. This balance is critical because it prevents one partner's needs or desires from overshadowing the others. Healthy boundaries ensure that neither person feels suffocated, neglected, or taken for granted. For instance, respecting your partner's need for alone time doesn't mean they love you any less. It means they value their individuality and recognize the importance of self-care. Boundaries also foster trust. When you and your partner communicate openly about your limits, it signals that you value transparency and honesty. This mutual understanding builds a foundation of respect, where neither partner feels pressured or misunderstood. For example, if one partner needs clear communication about finances or family involvement, honoring that boundary can help prevent misunderstandings and conflicts in the future. Setting boundaries isn't about creating rigid rules. It's about communicating your needs and expectations in a way that invites collaboration. A healthy boundary might sound like, "I need time to recharge after work before we talk about the day," or "I'd appreciate if we discuss major decisions together." These statements are not demands, but expressions of self-awareness that invite your partner to understand and respect your perspective. On the other hand, ignoring boundaries or failing to establish them can lead to resentment, frustration, or even codependency. When personal limits are not honored, one partner may feel overwhelmed, while the other might feel rejected or confused. That's why ongoing communication is vital. Boundaries are not static. They can evolve as the relationship grows and as circumstances change. Regularly checking in with your partner ensures that both of you remain on the same page and that your needs are met. Ultimately, boundaries create a relationship where both partners can thrive individually and together. They provide the space needed for personal growth, which in turn enriches the partnership. By respecting each other's limits, you build a bridge of trust, understanding, and mutual respect that supports a lasting and fulfilling connection. When boundaries are viewed as tools for growth rather than barriers, they transform a relationship into a safe and nurturing space where love can truly flourish. Relationships are intricate, dynamic, and deeply personal. Yet the foundation of a thriving partnership rests on universal principles. These keynotes: respect, communication, privacy, trust, quality time, and boundaries serve as a blueprint for building and maintaining a healthy, lasting connection. Together, they form a harmonious cycle where each aspect supports and reinforces the others, creating a bond rooted in love, understanding, and growth. Respect sets the tone for every interaction, reminding us to value our partner's individuality and cherish their contributions. Communication becomes the channel through which that respect is expressed, fostering clarity, empathy, and connection. By guarding privacy, we protect the sanctity of our bond, shielding it from unnecessary external influences and ensuring it remains a safe space for both partners. Trust serves as the bedrock, allowing vulnerability and openness to thrive, while quality time deepens intimacy, reminding us that it's not how often we connect, but how meaningfully we do so. Finally, boundaries ensure that love remains balanced, giving both partners the freedom to grow as individuals while nurturing the partnership. Each of these principles is a thread in the fabric of a strong relationship. When woven together with intention, they create a resilient, beautiful tapestry that can weather life's challenges. This is not about perfection, but progress, a commitment to learn, adapt, and invest in your connection every day. In embracing these elements, you not only cultivate a relationship that endures, but also one that enriches your life and the life of your partner. Remember, love isn't just about finding the right person, it's about becoming the right partner. With respect, trust, communication, and care, you build a relationship where both individuals can flourish, creating a love that stands the test of time.